Hey people, it's me Tori and welcome back to my channel for another video. Today I'm going to be showing you my must-have mods for making your game look nicer. So I'm going to be showing you my must-have mods for Create a Sim. I don't have that many of them, but I do have some which you can obviously see right now. I have a new Create a Sim background. I had another yellow background before because my favourite colour is yellow. This is the Daffodil Create a Sim background. This background is by Lullaby and they have lots of different backgrounds in this little light retro edition. So we've got Fern, Pale Spring Birds, Daffodil, Jasmine, Butter and Tan Crayola. And I chose the daffodil one because I thought it looked cute, and I'm going to be reblogging all of these things on my Tumblr, but this is one of the things I have in my game to make it look cute. I think it's very me. Also, it's kind of simple. I like this kind of clean, classic, sort of plain colour look. I like the yellow. I had another yellow one before, but I got a slightly different shade this time. Also, another thing you may be noticing is that the lighting looks a little bit different in the game right now. There's like these lovely light effects around this sim. And honestly, I am obsessed with this Create a Sim lighting that I have right now. So this is custom lighting by Mosaica. I think that's how you pronounce their name. And I absolutely love it. So they have 4 different variants: Against Daylight, Pixie Dust, Studio Light, and Nightclub. Nightclub is pretty cool because look at the colour light that you get surrounding your sim. I think I'm using Studio Light. Yeah, I'm using Studio Light. I really love it. This one's kind of a little bit more subtle, but it works. Some of them were a little bit too dark for me, but I guess it really depends on what Create a Sim background that you have in your game. But honestly, I absolutely love these. They make Create a Sim just look so much better. And then I have my defaults. So I have these default eyes. I am now slowly moving from strictly Maxis match kind of style to a more Maxis mix kind of style. So I've got some new default eyes, and these are probably the most alpha looking that I have seen any default eyes. Normally they're just like contacts that you get in face paint, which is kind of annoying to me because you have to remember to put them on for every outfit and it doesn't affect genetics and stuff. So for me it's personally like a no, but I like using default eyes. So these are the Joe eyes by Nintendo Sims, and I love them. They still kind of look cartoony, but they look a little bit alpha. Like you can even see like some shading and like some kind of red in there. I just love them. And they look cute in every eye colour. These are very bright, by the way. I do love them. So I'm just going to show you them in every eye colour. These are so bright. Maybe I'd only use them on like occult sims. They are kind of bright, but I do like them. They definitely give me kind of an alpha sort of vibe, you know, and I do like them. So these are probably like my favourite default eyes at the minute. And then I have a new default skin as well, because I've had the same default eyes and default skin for ages. And with the new infant update, I had to go and update all of my defaults. But I've got a new skin as well, and this one's slightly less Maxis match than some of the skins I've used in the past. That being said, it is pretty much just a Maxis match skin, but I really do like it. I like the little details and everything. So this is the Afterglow skin, and they have also updated it now for infants, and also the default eyes that I showed you, they're updated for infants as well. And just look at them, they look super cute. So the next mod that I'm going to show you, pretty much like everybody and their mother has this in their game, but just in case you don't, the More Columns mod. Unfortunately, pretty much every patch going just breaks this mod, so it's never one that I have in my game very often, but it makes things so much easier because literally I only have my defaults installed right now. This is all in-game stuff, and there's just so much of it. You're just scrolling forever, and it's annoying. Imagine how bad that's going to be if you have tons and tons and tons of CC. So this comes in the 3, 4 and 5 columns variants. We only have 2 columns in the base game, which is kind of annoying because you just can't see your items and you'll just be there forever which I don't want to deal with. This looks so much nicer. I could have got 5 columns because you can see there's some space on my screen. However, you've got to think about when you add pets, you're going to need a little bit more space because this is moved over a little bit. So if you see, if I had 5 columns, I wouldn't have space. Like, my scroll bar would be off of the screen. So it just wouldn't really work with the resolution of my monitor. So more columns is not for everybody. It depends on the resolution of your monitor. Mine is just a standard, like, full HD monitor. It's not like 4K or anything. Basically, I think it says in the description of the mod, like, what they recommend you download based on your resolution of your screen. So, more columns in Creator Sim. It's been updated for the Growing Together patch, so you can download it now and it's not broken, but be prepared, this one breaks a lot of times. It says, warning, if your game's resolution is too low. You might just have to play around with it a little bit and see which works in your game, but honestly, lifesaver. The next thing that I want to show you is something that's pretty cool as well. A lot of people have this in their game. I have never used this before, but I'm going to be using it all the time now. It is the No EA Eyelashes mod, because the EA eyelashes are very blocky and cartoony and they look kind of and if you're trying to go for a Maxis Mix sim, it's really not going to work. This is what I mean by the EA eyelashes. Did you even know that these were eyelashes? Like, I did not know until at least like a year into playing The Sims that these were supposed to be eyelashes. I mean, come on, EA. These are not eyelashes. I thought it was like eyeliner or something. But we already have an eyeliner category. Awful. But you can get rid of them, which I didn't realise that you could do, and honestly is an absolute lifesaver. Mariah looks so much better. So these are by Kojiko. This is the same creator that made 3D eyelashes that everybody has in their game, and I can't believe that people have the 3D eyelashes but not the No EA eyelash mod. And also I think there's 2 file types. Yeah, there are 2 file types. Choose one of the files. And the 2 files are, you can have ones that are simply just skin details, so you put them on your sim and they disappear, so it's not like that by default, so the townies and that running around in the game will still have these eyelashes. And you can also have the ones that remove all of them, and I chose the ones that removed all of them. Okay, so for the next mod, I'm going to move over to infants. And this is this little pillow thing, this boppy pillow or whatever you call it, thing that the infants are sat on or sat next to try and support them a little bit. And of course, like everything in The Sims, if they add something, a new asset, Simmers are going to do recolors for this asset. So I really love this pattern on it because it does look like it fits with the game, and it's a really cute, fun little pattern for infants. So I will quickly show you the post because this isn't the only one that you can get. So this is by Simbies, infant boppy pillow infant prop thing. So it has all of these variations. This is the one that I have, this first one here. Look how cute they are. They are absolutely adorable. Obviously, as this is an override, you can only have one of them in your game at one time, in case you didn't already know that. So if you download any of these overrides that I've showed you, make sure you only have one in your game. Otherwise, you will break it, which nobody wants. So this is just really cute, and just look how cute my little default eyes look on this infant. Look at Flo, she's so cute, I love her. And if you watched the first episode of my Growing Together Let's Play, you'll know she had like spellcaster eyes. I finally updated my default eyes, and now she can have just regular eyes, which is great. Anyway, the next couple of mods that I want to show you, I actually need to load up a save. So let's do that. So this is a custom loading screen, a Sulani loading screen by Catverse. I've had this showing in a lot of my videos because I've had this loading screen for a very long time and I absolutely love it. So I'll quickly show you that page. So this is the Sulani loading screens collection by Catverse. So this is the one that I have here. I absolutely love it because it's yellow, obviously, and it's just so aesthetic, and I absolutely love it. Sometimes when you download loading screens and create sim backgrounds, if they're not kind of simple, they look a little bit blurry, but this one looks absolutely gorgeous. And as you can see, they've also got other ones in this collection. To be honest, Catverse is like the most amazing loading screen and creator sim background creator that there is out there. Honestly amazing. Just look at the stuff. And obviously, as it's Sulani, it's literally in The Sims. It just looks like it's meant to be in your game. So I just love it. And also I love this one in particular because I love how the words look on it and everything. You can still read everything. So I love it. So there's that one. So the next mod I want to show you is another lighting mod, a bit like the Creator Sim one, but it actually changes the lighting of live mode in the game. So for people like me who don't use reshade because we're too afraid of downloading it or thinking that your computer's not going to load reshade properly. Oh my gosh, what was Flo doing on the ground then? For people like me who are too afraid to use reshade, there are actually lighting mods for The Sims which just improve the quality of the lighting in the game. So look at this. It's not like a massive difference, like it's subtle, but it makes a difference. It just makes the lighting look a little bit nicer. And if you do use reshade, combining it with your reshade will probably make your game look even brighter and nicer. But just look how good it looks. So this is called the Better In-Game Lighting Mod by Northern Siberia Winds. Now they have a lot of different options to choose, so make sure you only install one in your game. This one you just put into your mods folder. So there's different versions. We've got bright pale, bright base, bright saturated, average pale, average base, average saturated, dark pale, dark base, and dark saturated. That is the in-game lighting mod versus just the default Sims 4 lighting. And this one just looks so much brighter and more vibrant. Kind of looks like you've got a reshade preset in your game, but you don't. So these are the bases. We got bright, average, and dark. They recommend you first load up the game with average base just to kind of see what it's like to you, and then install different versions depending on how you feel about the average base. Depending on your reshade, it might look kind of off, so there's like different options. I have the average saturated because I wanted the colours to look really bold, but I didn't want to make it too bright. It would kind of hurt my eyes a little bit. So I have average saturated. So if you like how my game looks, that is the one that I'd recommend getting. And the last mod that I want to show you, it's not really like an aesthetic mod like the other ones that I've showed you, but it is a Creator Sim mod. So it's really annoying when you load up Creator Sim and you're met with the whole Creator Sim stories. Well, I just got a very simple little mod that bypasses that, so you don't have to do Creator Sim stories if you don't want to. It doesn't take it away, so you can still add Sims via a story. You only have to do it if you want to. You don't get forced to do it anymore. It's kind of annoying seeing that pop up. Sometimes you just want to get into the game. So there's this little simple mod because the Creator Sim stories pop up is kind of annoying, you know. So yeah. So that was all of my must-have mods to improve the aesthetic of your game. These aren't like big mods, so your computer should be fine running all of these, apart from possibly the more columns mod depending on your resolution. But if you want your game to look a little bit nicer, these are the mods that I would recommend to always keep in your game. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Also, apparently my sister told me today that sometimes my grandparents watch my videos, which I didn't know was a thing that they did. But if you're watching this video, hello. And I hope you all have an amazing, lovely day, and I will see you all next time. Bye everyone!